through and win the world title. Pennington in green. Mayra Bueno Silva is in black.
I expect Silva to be on that calf kick for most of the fight, because you see Pennington really likes that jab to get things started, so that gives the calf kick.
Pennington is throwing tonight, though.
Nice body kick by Pennington.
Pennington thought it was very important to start quick. And right now, she seems to be trying to follow that game plan.
Bueno Silva with hands clasped behind Pennington here early on. Nice shot by Bueno Silva to keep that guard high.
Calf kick lands again, and that's already getting Pennington to step back.
Already some damage there on that lead leg of Pennington.
Yeah, it's a good read. Silva knows that that calf kick's going to be there for her. She's already landed it twice.
This is the second time Raquel has gotten to the leg of Bueno Silva, but not finished. 2 elbows there from Bueno Silva.
Bueno Silva showing off all that athleticism early. 3 successive elbows.
Take the center!
Knee to the body for the Brazilian.
And up against the fence is literally the type of style Pennington likes. So if she give Pennington a chance to be in this situation. But let's see how the jiu-jitsu matchup looks, because this is where Mayra is very confident that she has the big advantage. She takes the back, very easy. Doesn't have the hooks in, but still very good position. Now she's got 2 hooks in. This is not good.
Raquel better watch that choke hand. She's got to get 2 hands to 1.
She's good. She's on the hand, so she's good, but it can still slip in there. And this is a lot of energy for Silva also to keep this position.
2 minutes here to go, round 1 of a possible 5.
Raquel's doing a really good job of isolating the hand of Bueno Silva.
Stay on that wrist, though. Stay on the wrist. Keep scraping. Hips to the side. Hips left.
Yeah, you're going to want to see Pennington scrape her off on the fence by using it. See, but Mayra is trying to get in between her and the fence by using that left leg to throw the hook in. That's the fight. How do you peel them off on the fence?
Yep. You cannot let them split you. When they put their body between you and that fence, man, they start using the fence as a barrier to keep them up. So while Mayra is holding herself up, she's also leaning against the octagon side, using it to try to help her stay up.
Pennington's got to get that leg out. She's got to straighten it off and not let that leg be laced, and then she can get her elbow in between herself and Silva. She's got to get that left elbow or the right elbow in between them. There it is. She's trying to scoot it in there. You got to create that, get that elbow in there, and then turn and get an underhook on that side. But Silva knows it, and now she's got both hooks in and got Pennington on her butt.
Nice shot by Silva to drag Pennington down. 2 takedowns on as many attempts.
Raquel's doing a really good job of hand fighting. Silva has great control from the top.
Sorry, DC. But for a fight, this is actually like a good pace. You don't see nobody's panicking. They're both keeping a good pace, but right now for sure Silva's on the win in this position.
Well, Silva's trying to now soften her up with the punches, distract her so that she can try to get an arm under the chin to try to get a submission.
Silva very opportunistic and accurate with her strike attempts in round 1. Good start for the favorite. start round 2. Mayra, Bueno Silva, Raquel Pennington for the vacant UFC Women's Bantamweight title.
Nice hands from Pennington. She's landing some big shots, but the calf kick is what makes her gun shy. When Silva starts landing that, she stops coming forward. We'll see if she gets back to it or not.
Well, the corner told her that she was landing with her hands, so stay on her. They said she needs to be a little bit quicker when she gets into those danger zones, like right there.
She doesn't really have the footwork to stop the clinch the way her coaches want her to, Pennington.
Yeah.
So she's getting stuck in this because the footwork's not there. And this is where Silva wants the fight. She thinks she can out-grapple her for sure.
Yeah, well, Jason Coots is a guy that's in the corner of Raquel Pennington. And Jason is a guy that was on the Olympic training national team cycle with me. So he understands and recognizes these positions. I'm sure they work so much here, but right now, she's not re-digging the underhook. You cannot just give up an underhook and be okay with it. You got to pummel if you want to get your back outside of the octagon.
And that's what Silva's ahead on everybody in this division. That's what she does. She pummels, she goes back and forth, she stays in this clinch. Look at the head position. She always has the head position on these ladies up against the fence as well. Pennington wants her head on the underhook side in order to use it. There it is. Now she turns it around. Now her coaches want her to separate and use her hands, but you could tell this is where Pennington's most comfortable.
Yeah, they're telling her, you don't need to be here. But she's kind of making her own decision. There she goes.
A couple nice strikes landed for Pennington. Big right-hand counter from Bueno Silva, who just had her head snap back. Pennington with some dirty boxing here. About 3 minutes to go, round 2.
I mean, Silva doesn't back up. She literally just sits in the phone booth with Pennington and eats whatever she throws and just goes right back into the clinch. It's like almost no threat from the striking she doesn't feel.
She doesn't feel danger. She doesn't feel like she's going to get knocked out.
Yep. You can see it.
It gives her freedom to just attack. And you wonder, right, when you heard her talking all week, like, what did she see in Raquel Pennington that gave her that level of confidence? She's showing that she wasn't putting on. She really believed that Raquel couldn't hurt her.
Good body shot by Bueno Silva. Pennington follows up with a jab.
Yep. She's on it. Now she needs to keep moving forward.
She's got her. She's got her
Nice
a
knee
little
to the
bit.
body.
She's got her back off.
Pennington smells blood in the water. Big elbow now.
I don't get why Pennington's closing the distance here. She needs to separate.
Her coaches tried to tell her that that's where she finds her edge, and she does. When she lands in the striking range, that's where she's doing the most damage, not in this clinch.
Oh, big right hand over the top. Nice uppercut on the return from Bueno Silva. "31 significant head strikes have landed for Pennington in this second round."
Now, Bueno Silva said she's the best striker in the UFC, but it's showing that Raquel Pennington holds a major advantage when they're at distance, having to exchange on the feet. This is where Rocky might struggle, though. And it's self-inflicted because her corner told her to break away, and her back was to the center. All you got to do is separate. She chose not to.
And now Bueno Silva trying to get under the chin.
She was doing really well with the game plan and just didn't listen to the coaches, and now she's in a RNC here.
Yep,
it's not all the way in, but it's just, it makes it so much harder for her in this position than how it was going originally.
She was doing so well in the striking. Had Bueno Silva retreating and went back into the clinch and now finds herself wrapped up.
She's got the hand, so she's confident to drop down, but with both hooks in, it's tough in this position.
But right here, she can just swim her shoulder.
Yep.
Dip her right shoulder, and she'll fall off her. All you gotta do is dip that shoulder and swim.
All right, that'll do it for Raquel Pennington is, but much closer to the finished product, right?
Yeah.
Bueno Silva's just getting going with these new coaches. 3 camps in at ATT. The best in theory is yet to come.
Yeah, it is. And Rocky's been in the game for a long time.
And that experience for Pennington, a big reason for her confidence coming in tonight. Oh, nice leg kick by Bueno Silva. Some good handiwork by Pennington.
And this is where you see the pummeling of Silva really take over. You'll see she'll start swimming. She'll be swimming her arms. She won't just squeeze the whole time. She'll keep pummeling and pummeling, and Rocky will just kind of hold on. And this is where she gets behind, plus the head positioning. Watch the head positioning of Silva.
Watch this, watch this. Now watch. Rocky needs to lean off to her left now. She needs to clamp down on the underhook side, the overhook side. Because if you don't clamp down on the overhook side, then they just keep lifting their underhook and they turn you. But right here, look, Bueno Silva too. Rocky now just has to lift the arm and she'll spin. There it is. You gotta clamp down on that side that you got overhooked if you want to control somebody along the side of the fence.
Pretty good knees, 5 of them straight to that left leg of Mayra Bueno Silva. But a lot of this fight has been contested right here up against the fence.
This is how Pennington fights so many of her fights. You knew going into this is how it was going to look.
Right.
Habits make styles, and styles make fights. You could say you have all these new tools, but this is the habit.
Yeah.
And so here it is.
Absolutely.
Nice throw.
Wizard kick there by
Oh, way to
Silva.
fight it off too. She got the butterfly hook and kicked her right off to get back up.
I mean, Raquel is showing. She keeps attacking this.
Oh,
Look, and
ninja
Raquel
choke.
keeps going into it, yeah. She keeps putting herself in the same position.
She's got her chin in there, so it's on the face, not the neck.
Bueno Silva has to push her head down more, though.
She saw it just in time.
Yeah.
Nice elbow. Back into the clinch. Which is not what her coaches want. Her coaches want her punching. She's got the heavier hands, it seems, when she lands, when she throws.
Pahumpa looking for Bueno Silva to circle out here. Coming up on the midpoint of round 3. Oh, nice elbow from Shitara. Pennington fights for an underhook.
It's just so weird, too, because now we're watching this fight where it's spending so much time in the 50-50 position. One person has control in the clinch, the other has control in the clinch. So by the end of the night, if nothing changes, somebody's going to feel cheated. And they shouldn't. They shouldn't feel cheated because they're not fighting the fight that gives them the best opportunity to win. This is what gives Rocky a chance.
Oh, a couple nice elbows by Bueno Silva. Now a level change. Pennington.
Oh, yeah, she's got that one.
Yeah.
Hands are locked. She bumped her down.
This is what gives Bueno Silva the best chance.
Good defense there, and this is one of her chokes.
Yep.
So you see Silva go straight to half guard to stop that front choke. Kind of takes away the option, but it puts her in a bad position. You give up the position so the finish isn't there.
But if you're Raquel Pennington, you're thinking to yourself, I've got to finish this round on top. Because if I do, I might be up 2-1.
Right.
She's got a good mount here if she takes it, but I don't think she's feeling it, Pennington.
Oh, Silva's getting tired. Bueno Silva's getting tired. She's doing the old lay on the back thing.
Looked like Pennington welcomed her back to the feet. Jaron Vallel steps in.
Oh, Bueno Silva's tired.
Yes, she is. Under a minute to go on the round. Pennington ripping the body, now going up top, an elbow from Silva.
But it's all these failed takedowns that are getting to Bueno Silva.
The chokes here, she's got the head in between the legs. That's where you can get on, right on the throat, and and she does it again. That's when she's gotten finishes from there, Pennington. So she uses it to defend the takedown and put Silva back on her back again.
Well, Pennington's winning now.
This is what I meant by the heart Pennington would win the fight if she could use it. This is one of her gifts.
If she could get to it.
Yeah, she could get to it. The heart. If she can keep the fight going and going and going, this is what Pennington has done to some of the ladies.
Magny just last fight. Same type of situation.
Exactly. The technique of Silva might be a little bit better in a lot of positions, but as the fight wears on, you become more and more even.
I mean, I don't care if Silva wants to.
That's what I saw.
Yeah, John, she better save that energy.
Oh, she got clipped with the right hand.
Oh, it was a Superman punch.
Yeah, Pennington sees it, sees that she's a little bit wore out. She's out, right, gets right on the gas pedal, exactly the way she should.
Pennington would appear to be the far fresher fighter as we hit the championship rounds to decide the vacant UFC Women's Bantamweight title.
Yep. The corner's saying, get away from her.
And you could see Silva look at her corner, and that's how you know how tired she is, because when you don't want to be there and you go there anyways, it's like, uh-oh.
They can't help you.
Yep, I'm tired.
I mean, there's been a few third rounds where I'm just hugging the dude on the side of the octagon like, somebody help me.
Well, for a lot of fighters, championship fighters, sometimes that round 4 is the rest round. This is the second time that these women have fought in the 4th round in their respective careers.
And you know what you'd tell, John? The overhook. The overhook of Bueno Silva. That's like pulling Raquel into her, not allowing her to break away from her.
Referee not going to bail Bueno Silva out. She lands a nice elbow there.
Another one.
I'm actually surprised the ref hasn't said a couple times, like, initiate some action, something, you know, just to get him moving a little.
Bueno Silva desperately needs a takedown. And because I feel like if she gets a takedown, she controls Raquel.
Yep, turn to your right. Turn to your right. Turn to your right. Elbow through.
But she just can't get Raquel down to the mat.
I mean, if she just clears that leg, straightens it out, gets that hook off, the elbow's right in between them. She's out, basically. She just move that elbow in between you, and this whole thing's out of position.
You know, I saw it was Gilbert Burns' brother, Herbert Burns. When he's on the back like that, he does something like that, where he kicks out the feet going forward to knock you down to the mat. Then he goes to a body triangle. That's what Bueno Silva needed to do. Oh my goodness. She's squeezing out her.
Chin's in there.
Chin's in there.
But still, it's not fun. There's still blood choke, especially when you're this tired in the fight.
It's starting to get uncomfortable.
Yep.
Oh, it's starting to get uncomfortable for Raquel.
That's a lot of energy for Silva as well now. When you squeeze like that, you hold your breath.
Silva did too much, though. She fell over the top.
Now, how much does she have left in these last 2 minutes?
And that honestly, guys, is octagon control. If you're Bueno Silva and you know how this fight is playing out, you just keep control. You don't go submission. This is when you value position over submission more than ever. Because now, if Raquel can somehow manage to finish this round on top, she's going to win this round too and be up 3-1 possibly.
All right, under 2 minutes here to go round 4. Dean Thomas, what are you seeing?
To me, this looks like a lack of experience from Mayra Bueno Silva. To me, I feel like she paced herself so much, and now she's tired, instead of really being able to manage these 5 rounds. It's a lack of experience of having 5-round fights. And I think that she's going to learn a lesson from this if she doesn't win this.
But, I mean, the first 2 rounds are very close. Bueno Silva could have won those. You don't know.
Transition to a triangle. See if she can bring the head down and cinch it up. Pennington feels it. She's posturing.
And she was winning this round, but now, every second that passes, it gets closer.
Couple nice ground strikes there from Pennington. 3 submission attempts have been credited to Bueno Silva.
She's jumping on that triangle again.
Hands on the mat. Control her wrist.
Silva's going to have a tough time winning on the scorecards if she gets put on her back in the 5th round like this, like she did in this 4th. She looks exhausted.
She's tired. The visuals aren't great for her.
Oh, beautiful job by Pennington. Down through the left hand.
Pennington spoke to earning her respect. She has the respect now of Bueno Silva.
Oh, nice elbow. And a great way to close round 4 for the American out of Colorado Springs. 300 seconds to decide the UFC Women's Bantamweight Championship.
Bueno Silva stood up at the end of that round and barely was able to walk back to her corner. That's how tired she is. If Raquel Pennington is smart here and does this fight could end. She needs to push her away right now. Don't go to the octagon side. Stay out in the center and put it on her. Circle.
Yep.
Break away.
We're hoping.
Mayra Bueno Silva wants to be in close with the hope that she ends up on top if she gets the takedown.
Nice connection there by Pennington.
That's smart of Pennington right there.
Well, that was an exhaustive decision by Silva to go for a knee bar. Pennington's going to get the mount from this if she's
and arm triangle
is right. Yep.
Yeah, she's got an arm triangle chance here
for it. She's got to be patient, and that can slide in there.
It's so tight. Bueno Silva is so tired. If she can get off to the side, yeah.
There it is.
Oh, she's gonna finish her.
Bueno Silva might be looking for a way out here. Raquel Pennington trying to wrap up a world title by submission.
Look at her hand, John. She's gonna tap.
Yep.
Her hand is waiting.
That's it. That's almost it. Let's see. She's gonna try to push her way.
Thumbs up from Bueno Silva.
Oh, yeah,
Good
she's
job
fine.
to do that.
Good job by Bueno Silva.
Pennington's gonna want to hop off to the side to finish this.
Yeah, she's got to get off to the side.
Being in mounts, very tough position. You need the leverage from being inside mount from this position.
Bueno Silva will lay here for the next 3 minutes. She's exhausted, yeah. She's made a decision. If you're Raquel Pennington, get off to the side. Put a stamp on this thing.
Yeah.
End it.
I think she's happy to keep the position and have no scramble here.
I don't know that Bueno Silva scrambles in this position now.
I'm not saying she will, but I think that's why she's squeezing.
Yeah.
She just doesn't want to lose the position, it looks like.
I mean, I just don't know that. I mean, I think it's pretty safe.
That's why she's squeezing. She's in mount with the grapevines. She doesn't want to let go of those grapevines. She's just in a good position here.
I believe the referee just called for some action, and Pennington obliges. Now back to the submission attempt of sorts.
Oh, that's so tight.
It adds up over time also.
Oh, yeah.
The longer you're here, it just starts choking more and more. It's a blood choke, it's slow.
But look at this, Dom, like that's some desperation of Bueno Silva, right? She's trying to hook her arm into her leg. She's doing everything to try to get that pressure off her neck.
Yeah, it looks like she'll survive this choke.
Yes, she is. Oh, now Rocky needs to get out.
She's trying to still find the blood here. That's what we're seeing. We're seeing Raquel Pennington looking for the blood on the side of the neck, but it's very strategic to find this choke. It's not as easy as it looks.
It may be the easiest choke in jiu-jitsu. It might be the easiest choke in all of
Heavyweight, it's
jiu-jitsu.
easier than the littler you are with those little necks.
Under 90 seconds to decide the world title.
You got these skinny necks, it's easy to get out of those
I think also
positions.
from wrestling, right? Headlock. It just feels like a headlock.
Pressure forward, follow her hips, follow her hips.
Pennington still with plenty of gas in the tank, under a minute to go.
Pennington finishing this strong with an exclamation mark, realistically. I mean, there's not much else you want to do for the judges in the 5th round than what she's doing right now.
She's doing great. I mean, she's winning this fight. It seems pretty clear that she's winning this fight.
It's not been pretty, but it's a win.
Yes. And And in this visual is always so bad. When you got one fighter just laying on their back, or laying on his back, not doing anything.
With a world championship on the line, hands behind head is about the worst visual you could ask for. Raquel Pennington.
I mean, this is not how you want to finish the 5th round.
Bueno Silva just laid there for the last minute.
Yeah.
Knowing she's losing, she didn't make an attempt to get back to her feet.
Raquel Pennington proving the stronger fighter over 25 hard minutes with Mayra Bueno Silva. Nice to see the women bury the hatchet and show the mutual respect. But all indications are that the new UFC Women's Bantamweight champion is going to be the 18-time UFC veteran, Raquel Pennington. Amanda Nunes with a hug for Tecia Torres. Those women, former teammates, exceedingly close. Mayra Bueno Silva had her moments.
Let's take a look here. Got a nice trip here to get to a couple shots from the back. Pennington lands some huge shots when they're close together, and she's able to get the bigger shots, it looked like, from the clinch, but some nice elbows from Silva throughout the fight. And Pennington with a lot of body work, a lot of clinch work, and then she got a big Superman punch here in the 4th round that landed hard right at the beginning. I mean, that was one of the hardest shots of the fight. And then look at this combination.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 5 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecard for a decision. The judges score the contest 49-46, 49-46, and 49-45 for the winner by unanimous decision.